Hello and welcome back to Ironman's Whimsy. We are continuing with alternates for the January 2025 Paper Pumpkin Kit from Stampin' Up. So the first alternate card was this one where I cut one of the card bases in half. Well, we are going to use the other half of that card base in this one. We're going to make a Z-fold card. So I've taken one of the card bases and I've just scored this in the center, which is 2 1/8, because this is 4 1/4. So 2 1/8, folded it back, and then this is the piece that I cut off to make the first alternate, and we're just going to adhere it on here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to just run some adhesive down here like this, and down this edge like this. And then we will simply place this down, making sure that I am kind of square and straight. There we go. So that then becomes our Z-fold card, as you can see. And what I've done is I've taken one of the other card bases. It's just the plain white one with the little silhouetted hearts on it. And I've run it through the So Swirly embossing folder to kind of mimic the paper, the marbly paper. Now, the reason I've done this, I would also done it in basic white, which looks fine and dandy. But when you do this, it's a completely different color than the inside. So we're not going to use that piece. We're going to use this piece. And I am going to put adhesive all the way around the edge, like this. And we're going to line that up in the center. This piece is 3 1/2 by 4 1/4. So it's 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. Do I have 4 1/4 by 3 1/2 on a piece of paper? I do not. So we're just going to have to remember that it's 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. And we're just going to pop that down into the center of the card, front like that. Okay, so we've still got our fold going on. And what we're going to do, sorry, I forgot to get the little heart out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the champagne foil pieces and the die cut from the heart, which was the piece that we actually cut out of this one and didn't use, and we're going to stick that on like that. We're going to do the greeting, the "You're my favorite" greeting. I like that one. And pop this down on one of the panels or one of the greeting banners from the kit. And while I've got that open, I'm just going to come in and I'm going to stamp a heart in the corner like that. Okay, so that is done. I'll pop that out of the way. So what I need to do is I need to take just my really fine glue, which I don't have because I put it away in another kit. So sorry, give me just a minute. I need to pull it out of my other kit. This is my box for my junk journaling class. And I didn't realize I'd left my glue in there. So I'm just going to put just some dots of glue around the edge, just to hold that kind of heart cut out on. But what I'm going to do before I stick it down is I'm just going to smear it a little bit. So I'm going to get a wet wipe out just so that I can clean my finger off afterwards. And I'm just going to just smear the glue around. And what this does is it stops it kind of bulging out of the sides of your project. So I'm just going to just smear it a little bit. There we go. And now this fits over just perfectly. So I'm going to line up the bottom here and pop this down like that. There we go. And I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this. And I'll use this, no, I'm going to use mini dimensionals. And I'm going to pop them in just along the edge in a couple places, and then in the middle where I can. My goal is just to kind of tag in a little bit of that edge. The glue should hold it, but given that it's a shiny surface, it might just be that little bit more reluctant to hold. So we're just going to pop our small dimensionals on like that. There we go. Oh. And that one peeled off with the backing and the front on. There we go. So we're just going to pop that up there like that. There we go. We'll peel these off. I'm also going to put dimensionals on the back of the greeting. Just lift that up. Okay, so we're going to just pop that right in the middle like that. And then we'll put the larger dimensionals on the back. Those are the ones that came with the kit. They're kind of the medium-sized dimensionals. And we'll just pop this down at the bottom like this, just so we're centered. So I might need to do it this way so I can center it. There we go. And we're going to pull in some of these, the little hearts from the kit. I'm going to pop one down like that. And I was going to put one in there, but I don't think I'm going to actually. I think I'm just going to do that like that. There we go. So we've got a nice C-fold card, lots of room here to write your message if you want, and still using up extra pieces that we've created using a previous card. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.